Alright guys, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIII-2. We are looking at the side quest fragments for the Brescia Ruins 00F area. This first one, if you were watching what was happening as I was introducing the video, is just near the oh god, what's it called? The gate that you can use to exit later on in the story. And it is called Unio Mystica. So you accept the mission from the soldier in the red and white stormtrooper-like uniform, but it's not like a stormtrooper at all. And he lets you know that they're missing 2 capsules. Your job is to recover both of them. So I'm going to show you where to do that. First one being, if you look on the little mini-map right here, just by the bridge, Mog will notice something. Use your little Mog find. A treasure, I guess not chest, circle, treasure sphere appears, and the capsule is inside. The next one is in the tunnel area. Again, you can refer to the mini-map here. Head on up this little curve, or down this little curve, I guess. It's kind of in the middle of the map, I guess you can say. Anywho, there'll be a little sphere right here, treasure sphere, and it's just that easy. Nothing to it, and that's both capsules. Once you get them, return to the soldier and claim your prize. So, next one, Ghast Fragment. We have to destroy a Seath that is in the northern, I guess northwest area of the tunnels. So accept that mission, and your goal is to head right into the very corner of the map, deep into the northwestern tunnels, where you will find the side quest beast ready to be slain. He's not too he's not too tough. I don't know what's wrong with my voice. I've had a couple day break from making these videos during a move to a new house, and I'm a little rusty, I guess you could say. I don't know. Alright, so head to this very corner area northwest. Mog will say something's up, and your target will spawn right in front of you, and you will initiate a battle with your Ghast or your Seath. So what you're seeing here is my fight with the Seath. I think at this point I'm still pretty amateurish. I haven't quite grasped when to switch paradigms and the best way to utilize them all, but I don't, even without much expertise, I guess you could say, to my combat, I don't really have much of a problem taking this guy down, so I don't think you guys will. It probably just takes a little longer than it had to, because I don't really spend a good amount of time getting the stagger meter up or even doing it in the proper order, so. Man, I'm all about the flame strike, flame strike. Alright, so he's about half done, nearly there. So many of the monsters in this game, I don't know, they just look ridiculous. Like, sometimes you can't even tell what limb is what. I mean, this one obviously it's not one of those cases, but I don't know, I feel like the monster design was a little more creative and had more of a unique vibe to it in the earlier Final Fantasies than it does now necessarily. I mean, it's cool that there's still cactars and tonberries and whatnot, but I don't know, like things like this. I mean, it's kind of intimidating in a sense, but it doesn't. It's not gonna be something that 2 years from now I'm gonna remember the Seath. But I remember tons of enemies and bosses from previous Final Fantasies, so I don't know. Something about the design doesn't do it for me. Wow, I got no stars. Holy fuck, that was terrible. All right, well. doesn't really grade you on your performance. You get the gas fragment, and that completes the fragment side quest. Alright, so the third one, you need a chocobo. Only way you can access it as far as I know, unless there's some way to get it later on. These chocobos are fucking massive, by the way. These are like big bird chocobos. Alright, so you'll see I'm heading all the way from where you get the chocobo near the top of the map, I believe. All the way down these steps. And this left area right here, which I just passed because I didn't realize it at the time. There's an area in here. I kind of just caught my attention now, and I realized I couldn't jump into it from here. But you definitely can jump into it from the stairs. So if you just head up here, give yourself a nice start, and fly on in, you have now accessed a previously inaccessible area. There's a chest over here that has 8 power droplets, which is pretty good. But what you're really after is off into the very northern. You can kind of see it's shining there. At this point I was kind of debating jumping. I saw the shine, realized there was something else. So get Mog to do his Moogle hunt, and out pops a hidden treasure chest with the Graviton Core Beta, which is yet another side quest fragment, their third in this video. And moving on to the fourth, you are going to want to go and talk to this lovely little lady here. Her name is Cordelia, and she's going to tell you her dilemma. No, I'm thinking, who gets a drawer stuck, and if it has a lock on it? I guess it's a futuristic drawer. I'm thinking like my desk drawer. I'm like, why do I have any crazy fucking lock on it? And if I do and I really need to get it open, just fucking crowbar it. If you really need it, find a way. Alright, so after that you head to this little, like, looks like the deck from not Star Trek, some space thing. I don't even know what I'm thinking of. Anyways, you use the Moogle hunt and you'll see a square treasure chest appear. Open that up and you'll find Cordelia's personal notes that apparently were locked in the drawer, but now they're floating in a square treasure chest. Don't ask questions. Just go to Cordelia and give her files.
These are my personal notes. I have research ideas and theories and
What the fuck is going on in this scene? This guy just fucking like, look at these people. What are you doing? Like, we're fucking having a conversation here. You guys are just like literally video bombing this fucking cinematic right now. Holy smokes. Alright. So, yeah, they're doing a whole discussion here about why she can get her notes. But in the end, what we're here for is another fragment, optional side quest fragment. And you get it in the form of Ars Symphonica. Alright, so one more you can get. You need to have the Moogle throw ability for this. You can get it earlier than you're actually supposed to. I will have another video showcasing that. But when you do have it, you just aim it at this chest right here, above the circle area on the map. And your Moogle will open up the chest for you, which will grab you the holding cell key, which is the key you need to access the holding cells that you originally started off in this area. You might remember they were locked. Now you can unlock the door, which allows you access to this new southwest tunnel area. Some vitality chips at the door, because everyone loves chips by the door. And we are going to make our way inside. And I will show you guys how to get yet another fragment. Like I said, if anyone's confused how you get the Moogle throw ability earlier so that you don't have to come back to get this one later, I will have a video showing that. Alright, so the item we're getting here is actually for a side quest that I haven't started yet, but you can get the item before you even start the quest. It's called the Army Comm Device, or you can start the side quest and then get the Army Comm Device. Either way works, but this is the gentleman you want to talk to, Morris. And he tells you about his ID problems and a bunch of crazy stuff to do with the future and the past and the present and God knows what else. But ultimately, the whole point of this is that he needs his army comm device, and we have it for him.
It has me existing in two places at the same time. Someone else's ID is overlapping with mine. I want to know how this could have happened.
Alright, so there it is, the Vita Lyrica.
Look into it for me.
So you accept it. You already have the army comm device if you grabbed it first. If you don't, then you just refer back to where to grab it.
Somewhere out there, there's another.
Man, these guys have a lot to say. Alright, so talk to him again
You found a suspicious comm device?
and hand over your army comm device. And let's get this next fragment and move on to yet another. Lots of side quest fragments in the Brescia ruins, and now you guys know how to get them all. So
There's a theory that the paradox effect ignores the. If that's true, then maybe a future me somehow wandered into the and dropped my communicator, landing me in this. You know what? Let's not think about that. I'll leave the mind-bending paradox theories to. Thank you for sorting this out.
all right, so you get the Vita Lyrica, yet another fragment, and we'll move on to this one right here, at the very top of the map. You are going to want to talk to the gentleman on the left. I talked to Alyssa first, but you don't have to talk to Alyssa. Who you want to talk to is Mr. Jed right here,
It's an extremely rare plant.
and he tells you about rare plant that's hard to find, and there's no way you can possibly get it. I really want one. My niece wants one. All this good stuff, good story.
But I'd forgotten one thing. The silver petal only blooms when the weather is cold and snow is falling.
That's a problem.
Seems I've completely missed the season. I don't suppose you could find it anywhere right now. You see, that niece I mentioned is such a selfish and demanding.
Then why are you getting the
princess.
flower for her?
But how do you
Man,
think
if
she
she's
does
a
it? It's
selfish
so cute.
little princess, grab the flower for her,
Uncle supposed
the
to-
rarest flower around, and tear it to pieces in front of her. I'll teach her. Alright, so accept the mission. You need to get to a Brescia ruins where there's snow, which clearly calls for some time-bending travel, which is exactly what we're going to do.
Is it snowing somewhere that I don't
Basically, the southwest tunnel area that we just finished accessing is how you get to Brescia ruins in a different time period where it's snowy. So head back in there and you'll find this gate. You need the wild artifact that you can get in the Brescia ruins area through the story. Otherwise, you're going to have to get any of the other wild artifacts. I mean, I cover them all in my guides somewhere, so if you're following them all or following some guide, you will eventually have enough to get in here. You only need one, so you should definitely have enough to get in here at some point. Anyways, you could go through the gate, and we end up in an entirely different Brescia ruins. Go right to the very same area that Jed was in, but now in this new time period. And you'll find the silver petal right on the ground. So that's the same area Jed's in, just in this snowy area. And then you go back to 00AF and hand over the silver petal. And you have yourselves the Anima Miseria, whatever. And that is the last side quest fragment of the Brescia ruins. So that is your guide to all the side quest fragments of the Brescia ruins, which will get you 6 out of 6, I believe, as long as you finish the story, which you should by this point. And like I said, if you're wondering how to get the Moogle Throw earlier, I will cover that in another video to help you guys out. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.